All right, good evening, everybody. It is fast becoming one of the great basketball stories in recent Bay Area memories. Dick Davey, the ultra-popular, successful Santa Clara coach, told a few weeks ago he was out at the end of the year, and his Broncos have gone on a tear. Last night, they end Gonzaga's 50-game home winning streak. Gonzaga has not lost at home in 4 years. The Broncos are now 19-7, and they lead the conference, so with a 9-2 record. Dick joins us tonight from Santa Clara. Dick, any chance that the Santa Clara people will change their mind?
I don't think so, Gary. You know, let's face it, we've talked about this before. They've been good to me, and I had a good run, and trying to enjoy the end of it, and kids are playing pretty well.
Well, obviously, Dick, you have too much class to say anything, but I don't. So let me just, I'll just bring this up. We're not going to mention any names, although I get people leaving me messages all the time. Is it just one person who said, you know, Dick's 64, I'd rather get a little jackrabbit guy that will jump around here, and when I say jump, he'll jump?
You know, I honestly, I can't answer it for you. I don't know what they're doing at this point as far as looking for somebody else, or I'm really not aware. I'd like to be able to at least give you some names or something, right, but I have no idea.
All right, because Dick, I hate to say, we've known each other 30 years. If somebody's out to stab me, you know, I got a rear view mirror. I can see it, you know.
Hey, you know, when we win, Gary, there are a lot of people that are very happy. When we lose, there are a lot of people want us to stab you in the back. You know, we're only as good as our next game, so let's face it. Yeah.
Let me lighten it up just for a moment, then we'll get back to my cross-examination here. But was that a golf club? They kept saying on national TV they gave you a golf club last night. That looked like a Snoop Dogg walking stick, a fishing pole. It was supposed to be a golf club. Then they said fishing pole. What was it?
It was a fishing rod, a Sage rod, which is one of the best rods and reel. And Mark Few is a fisherman. He knows I'm a little bit of a fisherman myself, and so he gave me that nice gift. That was very, very nice of the Gonzaga people.
Yeah, they gave you a big ovation last night. Then you went out and beat them. Has Gonzaga slipped a little bit, or are you guys just out of sight at this moment?
Well, you know, losing a player like they lost the other day is surely not going to help their situation. He was a fine player, and hopefully he'll eventually get things together and be back with them in Highfeld. But we're getting better. You know, we're playing pretty decent defense, and you know, try not to screw it too much up on offense, and you know, we're doing a pretty good job, I think.
Do you think the kids, when you got that controversial news that you were out at the end of the year, honestly, without going, oh shucks, I don't know, do you think they just stepped it up and are trying to play in a sense for you?
You know, I hope they're playing for themselves, but I also hope they're playing for Santa Clara and for our coaching staff as well, because we work pretty hard at it also. Yeah. But, you know, I can't honestly answer that. You know, I try to avoid talking about the issue right now from the standpoint with our kids. They've got enough on their mind, and so we're trying to just concentrate on the ball game. You know, a cliche thing to say, but this is the truth.
Let me ask you one more, and then we're going to talk about Steve Nash. In your 30 years of basketball, have you ever heard of a making a dumb move like this? And again, and let me say it, Dick. No, what the hell? We're for 30 years. They can do whatever they want. It's their program. But 30 years, you should have been able to announce it when you felt like it, not in the middle of the season. That's a no-class move by the school. Well, let me ask you, have you ever seen anybody, though, admit we made a mistake? Dick, you guys now have one of the hottest teams in the nation. Will you come back? Would you come back?
Well, I'd probably answer that if they asked me, but I like basketball. I like coaching. I think I would have wanted to go another year or two, but I also understand sometimes there's a need for change. So I can handle that. That's not going to bother me too much. This is a great group of kids. I enjoy coaching them.
All right. Let me do the Steve Nash question quick.
Okay.
Because even Pam Moore, you know Pam Moore, right?
Yes, I do. I like Pam very much.
Pam just leaned over and Pam said to me, lay off him. He's got too much class.
Pam's got all the class, I'll tell you that. We did a little event together one time. She probably doesn't even remember it. At a high school, we did a career day thing, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. How many years ago was this, Dick? I want to know if she was in a good mood or not.
A few years ago.
She was okay then. Did you ever hear, Dick, the first high school game Dick ever coached was against my high school team.
Oh,
do you know that?
Oh, no, that I didn't.
Yeah, I beat the hell out of Dick that night, too.
I don't believe it.
Dick, you want to recount that for Pam?
Pam, he scored 59, I think it is now.
Thank you.
59 points in the game, and yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, and you know what Dick gave me? Fishing pole after the game. It was terrific. Hey, Dick, when you coached Nash, enough of my old BS, when you coached Nash, everybody wants to know this. Did you say, I think you'll be a pro, but certainly not this good? Or what was your feeling when you first saw Nash?
Well, no, not initially. My initially was, I think we're going to get a very good player if he decides to come to our place. But after his midway through his junior year, it was pretty apparent that he was going to have a future in the NBA. Gary, my fondest dreams, I couldn't have imagined this. I talked to him on the phone this morning. He'd watched our game last night, and the guy is just doing unbelievable things from my standpoint.
And I should say Dick is the only coach in the country to offer the two-time NBA Most Valuable Player a scholarship. Hey, Dick, thanks for a few minutes. And once again, if you were in my shoes and you kept getting emails and calls from people off the air giving me the inside word, give me enough credit for at least not throwing out some guys' names here tonight anyway.
Well, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
and we'll just try to make it through the season.
Yeah, well, congratulations. You're the hottest story in college basketball now, and keep rolling. Hope you make the NCAAs, Dick.
So do I, Gary. Thank you.
Okay, the great Dick Davey. How was that banquet that
Very
night?
nice.
You were, yeah, no, that's a good guy.
Yes.
30 years he's been in a position, you know, and then they tell Dick, you're going to be out at the end of the year, instead of letting him announce. You know what I mean? I want to be fair about this. Whoever these guys are, you do what you want. It's your school. But you let this man decide when he wants to announce it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Winning's the best revenge, too. For
What's
him,
that?
isn't it? Winning's the best revenge right now.
He's been terrific. You know, how do you go